The echo of betrayal rings loudest in silence. It's a silence that descends not just around you, but within you. The world shifts on its axis, not with a bang, but a chilling quiet. For many, this moment marks a before and after, a line drawn in the sand of their soul, separating innocence from a starker reality. This is the forging fire of the first true betrayal. It's not a gentle lesson. It's a scar etched into the very fabric of a man's being. The initial shock is a cold wave, washing away the naive belief in inherent goodness and uncomplicated loyalty. Suddenly, the familiar landscape of trust is revealed as treacherous terrain. Before this crucible, a man might walk with an open hand, his faith in others a default setting. He sees intentions as pure, words as reflections of truth. This innocence, while beautiful, is also a profound vulnerability. It's a state of being unprepared for the calculated strike, the hidden agenda, the deliberate deception. Then comes the wound. Not a flesh wound, but a deep, psychic gash. The source is often someone held close, someone whose integrity was never questioned. The realization that this bond was one-sided, that vulnerability was exploited, is a devastating revelation. It's the moment the world loses its naive color palette and settles into shades of gray punctuated by the stark black of deceit. This pain is not mere sadness. It is a visceral rejection of a core belief. It forces a man to confront the possibility that his judgment was flawed, his perception clouded. The trust he extended so freely now feels like a fool's currency spent without wisdom. He learns that words are often cheap, and actions, especially the hidden ones, speak the loudest. The betrayal strips away the comforting illusion that everyone operates on the same moral plane. It introduces the chilling understanding that some men will exploit, manipulate, and discard others for personal gain, with no remorse. This is where the Stoic wisdom begins to take root, not as a philosophy adopted, but as a survival mechanism forged. Seneca, in his letters, often spoke of preparing for the worst, not out of pessimism, but out of a clear-eyed understanding of human nature. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality, he wrote. But the first betrayal makes the imagined fears a tangible, bitter truth. What is the true nature of trust after such an event? It is no longer a blind leap of faith. It becomes a calculated decision, earned through consistent action and proven character. A man learns to observe, to listen between the lines, and to trust his intuition when dissonance arises. He understands that trust is not given, but built, brick by painstaking brick over time and through shared adversity. He learns the art of discernment. Who merits his loyalty? Who offers genuine connection, and who merely seeks to use him? This is not about becoming cynical or jaded, but about developing a keener edge, a sharper perception. It's about recognizing the wolves in sheep's clothing not by their fangs, but by the subtle shifts in their eyes, the hollow ring of their promises. The initial impulse might be to retreat, to build walls so high that no one can ever breach them again. This is the instinct for self-preservation. But true strength lies not in insulation, but in controlled engagement. The goal is not to become unfeeling, but to become impervious to the malicious intent of others. This transformation doesn't happen overnight. It's a process of integrating the wound, not letting it fester. The man who emerges is not the same innocent soul who was struck down. He carries the scar, a constant reminder. But the scar is not a mark of shame. It is a testament to his resilience. He learns that his inner world, his mind, his principles are his true fortress. While external relationships can be volatile, his internal state is his to command. This is the ultimate self-mastery, the ability to remain unperturbed by the actions of others, to hold fast to his own virtue regardless of the storm. This is the lesson. Betrayal is a harsh teacher, but its lessons are indelible. It teaches a man to be his own anchor in a turbulent sea. He learns that his worth is not dependent on the validation or loyalty of others, but on his own unwavering adherence to his principles. Consider the soldier returning from a brutal campaign. He is changed. The easy camaraderie of peacetime seems distant. He is more vigilant, more aware of the dangers that lurk unseen. He values his comrades, but he trusts them based on shared hardship and proven reliability, not naive assumption. He learns to offer his trust deliberately. It becomes a precious commodity, reserved for those who have demonstrated their worthiness. This is not bitterness. It is wisdom. It is the recognition that vulnerability is a gift, and like any valuable gift, it should be offered with discernment. What remains after the initial storm passes is a hardened core. A man who understands the fragility of human connection, but also its potential for profound depth when built on genuine respect and shared values. He is less likely to be surprised, more likely to be prepared. He learns that his reaction to betrayal is within his control. He can choose to be consumed by bitterness, or he can extract a lesson and move forward, stronger and wiser. This choice is the ultimate act of defiance against those who sought to diminish him. This is the quiet power that emerges from the ashes of broken trust. It is the strength of a man who has looked into the abyss of human fallibility and chosen not to be consumed by it. He has integrated the scar, and it has become a part of his armor, not a weakness. The first betrayal forces a man to reevaluate his entire understanding of relationships and the world. It's a painful but necessary awakening. It reveals the stark contrast between superficial pleasantries and true commitment, between self-interest and genuine care. He learns that not all smiles are genuine, not all hands extended are offered in friendship. He develops an inner compass that points towards authenticity and away from pretense. This sharpened sense of reality is invaluable. The weight of this knowledge can feel immense. But it is this very weight that can forge a man into someone formidable. It is the understanding that true strength is not the absence of pain, but the ability to endure it, learn from it, and emerge with one's character intact, perhaps even enhanced. The scar serves as a constant, silent reminder. It speaks of a vulnerability that was once exploited, but also of a resilience that overcame it. It is a mark of passage, a symbol of a man who has faced the darker aspects of human nature and emerged with his inner citadel unbreached. He has learned that the deepest wounds are often invisible, and the most valuable lessons are learned in the silence that follows the storm. He understands that the true measure of a man lies not in never being struck, but in how he stands after the blow. This scar, once a source of pain, becomes the mark of his hard-won wisdom. He carries the echo of betrayal, not as a burden, but as a map. The silence that descended is no longer a void, but a space for contemplation, a testament to his enduring strength. He has learned the profound truth. The man who guards his inner world has nothing truly to fear from the outside. His trust is earned, his loyalty is a rare gift, and his character, forged in fire, is unbreakable.